Was there memorable incident where our AI chatbot changed or saved something at Cribs or for our customers?
We don't know how, we don't know why, but it started to call itself the almighty Crisp bot.
What do you mean? Who's your best friend in the company and why? I like this guy. He knows his customers very well. Your personal favorite feature?
I think it's live translate.
Oh, that's a good one. One thing you wish people knew about the company. He's like thinking far into the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at the starships.
All right.
It's you and me now.
It's you and me now, Antoine. So for those of you who don't know, I'm the lead social and influence marketer here at Crisp. And it's actually very special because we don't usually get to be in the same spot.
That's true.
Because we are a fully remote team here at Crisp. So we're actually filming this in Bangkok with my CMO.
My name is Antoine, very French name, as you might notice. I'm working on everything that relates to growth in the company. I've joined Crisp more than 6 years ago, really early on. Super happy to be welcoming you in the team, Chrysan. And super excited also to be in Bangkok. That wasn't planned at all.
Not planned at all, guys. Too long, don't read. He's my boss, so...
Definitely a good moment ahead.
Okay, so in this episode, we're just gonna, get to know the people of Crisp a little bit better, more of behind the scenes.
Yep.
And so, yeah, Antoine, how are you feeling today?
I'm very good. Just joined Bangkok, after a week in Hong Kong and 2 weeks in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So going quite off a tour of Asia, and it's amazing. I love this place. We've got lots of customers in this region too. Very interesting region for our business, but also for my personal and own culture, just to discover, other places, other way of doing businesses. It's always interesting to understand how the markets are working differently from us. When you want to grow abroad and overseas, you got to understand how the market works.
Exactly, yes.
And that's also one of the reasons why I traveled at some point like this, that to get a sense of what's going on, to understand the people, to meet some customers also. So these are the things I've planned to do in Thailand over the next few days, and to go back to France and share all those things and prepare for 2026.
Yeah, I actually noticed some feedback from our customers as well, that they like Crisp and they choose us because we are very personable and we're very hands-on with our customers. Mm-hmm. So it's like if you have an issue and you want to raise it to Crisp, like everybody would step in to help because we know our customers so well. Like it doesn't matter whether you're the CEO, you're a marketer or whatever, like you're all ready to help. So that's really cool.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. So are you ready for some questions today?
I'm super ready and quite excited.
What do you think is the moment where, founders often say, okay, we need Crisp?
To me, there are different moments, depending on the size of the company, maybe. When you're like a solopreneur or entrepreneur, it's the moment where you're trying to get in touch with your first users.
Yeah.
Because Crisp, as a simple chat, because that's what we offer from the basic and free plan, offers the ability to create a new channel of communication with your customers. Yeah. It creates a faster feedback loop between the moment your users start to engage with your product and the moment they share feedback. So it's a very powerful way to accelerate the feedback loop and get to product market fit. And product market fit is a key milestone for any entrepreneurs willing to create a powerful SaaS. That's what did Mark Lou recently, a famous content creator on X. He's been very happy with Crisp lately. He installed it, I think, a month or two ago. And he told us, like, guys, it's crazy the amount of feedback I got. It helps me to sharpen my roadmap, to focus on what the customers really want, instead of just me thinking about things that in the end didn't matter. The most important thing that you can get with Crisp during the early days of your company. Then if you move ahead and think about like a company that's scaling with maybe a team of 10 to 50 employees, then it comes at a point where you are overwhelmed with messages coming from different channels.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, I can imagine.
So at that point, you start telling yourself, okay, I have too many channels to deal with. My teams are getting overwhelmed. My customers are not satisfied because I I'm taking way too much time to answer their questions. My team is just inefficient. And from there, you start to search for something that can help you centralize your communications channel. And this is where Crisp comes in. So I think it's one important thing. Yeah. There's two different business. So one business of first equipment and another one of replacement. That's the third use case, I would say, the replacement one, because we are in a very mature market, right? So people know our tools. We don't need to educate them a lot, except with the AI revolution that's coming on, but they still know the different things that they do need to solve their problems. They are already using a solution, but maybe that solution is not good, right? It's old, it's clunky, it's badly designed, it's hard to use. Maybe it's too expensive too.
Oh, that's true. There are a lot of expensive options out in the market.
Yep. And that's the third point where we can come in and say, hey, you've been using that tool, or you've been doing customer support this way for 10, 20, maybe 30 years. It's time to change. Because the way customers are communicating with you has changed too. I mean, WhatsApp, Snapchat, but also Line. If you talk about Thailand, right? Everyone uses Line here.
So popular.
Right? So you can talk about lots of different messaging channels. I think in Vietnam, it's Zalo. You got to be where your customers are.
I like this guy. He knows his customers very well. It's awesome.
And therefore, I really think that adapting the way your company speak and help their customers, you improve your business.
Also about changing the way that you communicate with your customers as well, and how you guys can connect. Like, that's very important. So to sum it up, would you say that if I was a startup and a small medium business, I would definitely benefit from using Crisp?
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly the type of market we address. We could be even more precise by saying that if you work in the industry of SaaS, e-commerce, travel, education, or maybe hosting, there's definitely a very good fit.
Because we have content creators using our website as well, isn't it? Like using our software as well. Okay,
exactly.
That's interesting. In terms of pricing, we have like different tiers, obviously. So as you grow as a company, I can also choose to customize what plan suits me.
Yep. In fact, it's made to grow alongside your needs.
Okay.
Because it comes with like package, and those packages are made based upon the growth of your company. So from 0 to 2 people, it's free. And then if you move from 2 to 4, it starts to be paid, and so on, right?
Absolutely. Okay.
And so it's easy to plan. There's no like dynamic pricing until you reach 20 agents.
If you had to explain to a non-tech and non-customer service person what Crisp is, how would you explain it in the simplest form?
I think it's a tool that helps you to communicate with your customers no matter where they are.
If I have customers messaging me on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Line, whatever, it all goes to the same place where I can manage it.
Exactly.
That's wonderful. I like it. Okay, awesome. I have a personal question to ask.
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's your best friend in the company and why?
I've had a lot of good times with Clark.
Okay.
I've been speaking with Clark a lot, and we talk a lot about French rap.
Stop it. You're into French rap.
Yes. And he and he loves it too. So we have a lot of fun speaking about it all the time. Yeah.
Goodness. Wait, so for those of you who don't know, who is Clark?
Clark is a customer support agent based in the Philippines. He's part of the Solbrida family. So in fact, Apple and Angelique are also its sisters, and they are working from the Philippines, the three of them.
That's awesome. So next time if you have an inquiry and you are messaging us, maybe Clark is responding to you. Ask
That's
him about
possible.
that.
He's been like one of the most top performing support agent for a few years. So yeah, very efficient.
Hello everyone, Clark here from Crisp, and I'm working from the Philippines. This is my home country. As you can see guys, it's a very, very beautiful tropical island. If you want to talk to me, if there's something that we can discuss or anything that we can talk about or anything that I can help you with, don't hesitate to send a message on Crisp and I'll be glad to help you.
I have a question. So what makes a person top performing agent? How do you qualify?
That's a good question. So I think it's a combination of CSAT and a number of conversations resolved.
Okay.
So CSAT is customer satisfaction score, which is shared by the customer. after the interaction with our support.
Do you think everybody uses that? Because every time, for me at least, when I finish a conversation and they ask me to rate it up, like, bye, I'm gone. I wouldn't even stay behind to start rating it. You know?
So there are some people that do rate.
You guys are good people. Love it. Claude must be so happy. You're his like bestie in the office.
Yeah.
Amazing. Because you've been at Chris for about 6.5 years now.
Yes.
That's a really long time.
Yeah.
What is one thing that you really value about working at Chris?
I think it's the ownership.
The ownership.
Yeah. The ability we have to take the lead on something and manage it until we believe it's properly done. So for example, since the beginning of the year with Elliot, Baptiste and Valérian, we've been working a lot product-wise to try to fix some problem we have with the churn. So the churn is something normal that we have. It's just something normal for SaaS businesses. It is related to the number of customers that are leaving our platform for whatever reason. We implemented a lot of things in the product to try to fix this. We all have put a lot of work on that part. Either it is through data measurement, product modifications, conversations, obviously, because you have to talk a lot with the different people, because churn is a company problem. It's not like a product problem. So you have to fix, because it's also something I've been working with Camille and Romain, because Romain is working on sales and partnership. Camille is working on customer success. I've been speaking with Chris also on the customer support. So we've been modifying a lot of things over the year to try to improve these things. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. So would you say that from the very beginning of Crisp, the culture was already like that? Or was it sort of shaped over time with everyone's input and opinions?
No, I think Valérian and Baptiste really carved this culture of ownership and collaboration. I always consider Crisp as a big, growth team, right? So
growth team.
Yeah, dedicated to grow the company. Everyone is I'm not sure. I don't want to be gross.
Okay, that's interesting.
Definitely.
You mentioned quite a lot of good things about Chris, but if you have to say a single thing that you really find so amazing about Chris, so ultimately it would still be the ownership of how much you can take ownership of all of your projects then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. I think I really like that. There's also remote work.
No, that's why I was wondering why you didn't
this team is
okay.
Yeah, remote work is also something amazing, definitely.
I think this would be really relevant to you and everyone else working on the team.
Yeah.
So when it comes to remote working, do you have any tips for people who are remote working out there right now?
Yeah, definitely. I think the first thing is to have the proper internal process.
That's a big deal.
Right?
That's a very big deal.
If you do not have that culture, getting started can be quite hard. There's some companies that will not even let you go.
Oh, what do you mean by that?
I mean that some companies will not even allow
you to remote work.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the first thing is to make sure that your company agrees on this, that the internal process are pretty important, that the internal process are already set up, that you have the proper resources to work async.
Yeah, okay.
Right? That you do not need to meet on a daily basis or on a weekly basis or anything like this, and that you can also trust your peers. In fact, remote work is a lot about confidence, right?
That's true, yes. I think trust is super important.
Yeah.
When you're remote working, that's for sure.
But also being clear on the direction. Because if you do remote work, but therefore you might be alone. And if you're alone, you need to be clear on where you got to go. So that's also a lot about, the strategy and being clear about it.
Okay.
So those are the things that are important to me, even before getting started and, going straight into the remote lifestyle.
Yeah. Okay.
Then let's say you come into a place for a long period of time. I would invite you to get started with only 1 or 2 or 3 days. I'm a big fan of baby steps, right? So when I start something new, I like to start it small and grow bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I did it also with my solo travels, for example. I started small and I went bigger every time.
I don't really understand what you mean by taking baby steps first. Do you mean working on things that require less time first, or?
Nope. I mean, working on something that's small, not being too hard in terms of mental load.
Okay.
So instead of going straight away for 3 months abroad and doing remote work, why don't you do just 2 days?
Okay. Okay.
Or maybe one day in your city, right? Go to a cafe, go to a local co-working spot
Yeah.
and see how it goes. How do
Yeah.
you feel, right? Remote work is not the dream. A lot of people that are like
This-
romanticizing it, right?
Yeah, that's
I think so.
true.
I
That's
think
true,
so.
yeah.
And therefore, you got to make sure that you're okay with this. I mean, everything is okay, it's fine for you. But then get the right equipment, the correct electrical plug. I know that because I had the problem multiple times when you move abroad.
Definitely.
Do you have the correct Wi-Fi, but also the 4G or the right SIM?
Yes.
By the way, there we have a very good customer that's called GoMo World that sells eSIM online. They are using Crisp. So if you,
Okay,
if
amazing.
yeah, so that's an advertisement. If you ever do remote work, go on GoMo World and get started with their eSIM package. They are very good.
Oh, so nice. See, we love our customers. That's how we show love. That's amazing. We love it.
I think it's all about building a routine also. Myself, I'm really efficient when I can build a routine and therefore try to find something where you can have a food that makes you good, sports, maybe some social interactions, everything that makes you feel good
Yeah.
so that you can be productive also. That was the last point I wanted to talk about.
What kind of things do you struggle with when you first started with remote working?
I got stuck during COVID on the other part of the world.
Okay.
So Baptiste, Camille, Elliot, Valérian, they were in France. I was in New Caledonia.
Oh, okay.
New Caledonia is a small island near Brisbane,
Yeah, yeah.
2 hours from plane, and I got stuck there for 6 months.
Oh my goodness, so you were physically stuck.
Yeah, because the borders were closed, the planes didn't function. I was fine, but I never did such a long time remote. Honestly, at the end, there was a fatigue. There was a fatigue because I was living in the same place as I was working.
Yes.
And that's nowadays a thing that I never do. I always choose to go working away from the place where I sleep or where I eat.
They always say, don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
So the fatigue must be really bad to be stuck in the same place all the time.
Yeah. And then the fact that I was like, I think it was 11 hours of time zone difference. That was very hard to get in touch with the team, or I should be working very late. Even though we had good workflows and process, it was hard because you have no one to speak with.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's horrible. I can't imagine.
In the end, I really like the hybrid kind of
Working
work.
arrangement.
So where you can choose either you want to go to the office or either you want to leave. And that's what I do because I really like to go to the office. I like to see everyone.
Like to see his friends.
Yeah, I like to see the people I work with because there's also like some kind of magic. And we saw this during the 10 years anniversary. I mean, there was something, that moment, ideas sparkled, things of, I mean, yeah, being together has changed something to me. And yes, that's told me that we should do this more often, yeah.
Oh, that's very nice.
Either in terms of, human relationship, but also for the work, yeah.
Yeah, I think that human relationships are very important when it comes to work. It's just different when you get to interact with someone in person as compared to like, just digital all the time. Like it gets very mentally lonely. You can't really see the person's expression, how the vibes is like. And
Definitely.
I think when it comes to communication, it's easy to feel like you're not communicating properly.
Yeah.
Like you can easily misunderstand someone because you can't hear
Definitely.
their tone.
You can't hear the tone, but you can, maybe you didn't have an emoji or,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Just for the record, I find Antoine a lot more friendly in person. So you're fun. I like you. Awesome.
Great.
All right. When it comes to AI chatbot, right? I just want to speak for the people outside of the tech world.
Yeah.
That it's actually not common for everyone to know what AI chatbot is.
Nope.
Okay.
That's right.
So if you could explain it simply, what is that? And also, what is the most common misconception that people have about AI chatbot?
So to me, an AI chatbot is a software that replies automatically to any customer inquiry, no matter the channel. It's simple, right?
So what do people most often misunderstand about AI chatbot? I've heard someone say they avoid using AI chatbot because they think that it's gonna replace human communication because sometimes businesses want to speak to their
Yes, that's true. That's a good thing, honestly. Some people are scared about AI taking away their jobs.
Yeah, I'm scared too.
Yeah, I think we are all. In customer support, I don't think it will happen that much because at some point you still need humans to have a decent conversation. Yeah, we see the statistic right now. On average, AI chatbot can resolve 40, 50, 60% of the conversations.
That's a very high number.
But then
Actually.
it frees up a lot of time for the support agent to focus on what is really important.
That's true.
Which makes it really interesting for the business because you can spend more time on real problems that deserve more focus, which is great.
Okay. Yeah, I see where you're going with this. Because let's say if I'm a business and I have tons of messages every day asking me about whether this color is available.
Yeah, there's no value for a human to answer those questions, right?
Exactly. Okay, so with Chris and our AI chatbot, does it help with, let's say, also collecting data on what the customers are asking?
Yeah, definitely. In fact, through the analytics we have, we can definitely gather those kind of information to build statistics upon the types of channel
Yes.
from where we receive messages, but also the types of message and topics which are spoken about.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So if you're a high volume business, Chris could be, the plan that you could be using. That's interesting. When it comes to you personally,
Yeah.
do you enjoy using AI chatbot when you are shopping for stuff?
Yeah. So I haven't been through a lot of those experiences right now.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can't tell you
Whether that's like,
whether that's something I like or not, but
Yeah.
I am amazed by what I've been through using ChatGPT, for example.
oh, that's true.
Yeah. So I've been using ChatGPT for product research.
Yes.
And I was looking because I did my first triathlon a few months
So
ago.
impressive.
Yeah, I know.
So impressive.
And so I had to buy like a swimsuit,
Yes.
specific one for the open water. And so I've been digging a lot. ChatGPT has helped me a lot to accelerate the search experience.
Okay.
Right. Pretty impressive how it can help you to get things faster.
A lot more efficient as well.
And in a very qualitative way.
Interesting.
But also for my travels, for example. I was in Sri Lanka and I was asking questions about either I should spend 2 days in Candid or two days in Ella, which are two beautiful cities in Sri Lanka. Then based on my type of lifestyle,
Preferences.
yeah, exactly. The chatbot told me, okay, you should rather go to Ella.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you followed.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you do trust AI to a certain degree.
Yeah, because the recommendations were accurate.
It makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. So do you not personally doubt whether the information is going to be
I
correct?
doubt a lot.
Do you? Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
this afternoon again, I was working on some things. It was suggesting me some content. I wasn't happy about it, so I changed it and I reframed it. And so you get doubt about it a lot.
Interesting. So if I was a business using Chris, right?
Yeah.
And I want to make use of the knowledge-based function, for example, how would I know for sure that when my customer asks a question and the answers that's being pulled out is always correct?
So in fact, the AI pulls out the data from the knowledge base itself.
Okay.
But not only. There's 5 different types of data sources from which the AI is feeding itself to bring the best answer possible to the customer.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, you can upload as much as possible data onto the platform, onto the Chris platform, so the AI can feed itself with those information.
Okay.
And then provide the best support experience to your customers thanks to AI.
If I remember correctly, it's pretty customizable as well. You can actually choose how confident you want your AI to be.
Let's say you are Tesla, right?
I'm Tesla, okay.
And you are the AI chatbot at Tesla. You do not want to recommend a Mitsubishi car.
Yeah, good point. Interesting.
So that's an important thing. That's why confidence is really important when you set up your bot, because you want the confidence to be always high and not too creative. Otherwise,
Not too creative.
yep. Otherwise, you would be messed up at some point.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's the things you should be concerned about when setting up a bot, because it's like a human, I'll say. I mean, an AI chatbot
Yeah.
should be like analyzed on a weekly basis. Like, you know, you should do a weekly to your AI bot and say, okay, what's been your efficiency last week? What have you done great? What haven't you done great? Therefore, what should I optimize for the next week?
Oh,
Yeah.
so do you do this with yourself?
I do this with myself too. Yeah, definitely. I mean, by the end of the day, I always ask myself, what did I do
Was that
right?
well?
What did I do wrong? Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But on the bot itself, that's also possible. You can review every conversations the bot has been triggered on, and then see what's been good, filter on the CSAT, for example,
Yeah.
and then look for where the bot falls down
Okay.
so that you can improve. That's why we added as an answer snippets, right? So answer snippets or Q&A data. You input a question, then you had the answer, and that's the perfect spot to fill a gap
Okay.
into your AI's knowledge.
So if I was a business,
Yeah.
would you recommend me to feed my AI chatbot with as many articles as possible?
So not only knowledge base, one source isn't enough, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
You got to leverage your website, maybe your blog.
Yes.
You got to leverage your previous conversations. That's a
That's
gold
a good
mine.
point.
That's a real big gold mine. That wasn't the case previously. Most of the time where, I mean, 5 years ago, when you switched from one tool to another, you left your conversations.
Yeah.
Nowadays, people want to import them because they know it's a gold mine. And then you can use, as I said, answer snippets and also maybe CSV, PDF, or
Yeah.
everything
So
that
it reads everything.
contains knowledge from your
Okay.
company, in fact. Yeah.
Interesting. So it really reads everything.
Yep.
That's very smart. That's very convenient. Because I don't know, I'm not a tech person
Yeah.
per se. So
Yeah.
every time someone asks me to change like the format of something, I'm just like, how do you do it? I don't want to do it. It's too troublesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've heard a lot from people that Chris is a little bit more self-managed. Like it's easy to set up as compared to other plans as well.
Yeah. That's one of the differentiation that we have
Yeah.
in the market right now. Yeah.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of the features,
Yeah.
what is your personal favorite feature?
I think it's live translate.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I love it
Why?
because it's so powerful. I mean,
It's very
I
powerful.
can
How
be
many languages?
50.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You look so.
Yeah. I love it.
Basically, if I'm a customer and I start speaking in Chinese or whatever language, it instantly gets translated.
Yep.
And
You
can
can-
you respond to me in Chinese?
Yeah. And you will see the message in your own language.
This is really good. That's actually so powerful. So it automatically detects the language and like no mistake.
No mistake.
That's really cool. So if someone were to be scolding you in in the chat, you would know everything then.
Yeah, I will tell you a story about it. I was speaking once with a guy from Vietnam. I was in France. I was speaking English.
Yes.
And it was kind of a big lead. And
Okay.
at some point, he started not answering me anymore.
Okay.
And so I told myself, okay, let's try the live translate and start to speak Vietnamese with him.
Okay.
And I started to do this, and immediately he answered to me and told me, hey, you know how to speak Vietnamese and everything.
Wow.
So that's crazy, you know, that's the...
Yeah. Because
that's-
it retains your customer.
It retains, it makes you closer with them too,
That's
right?
true.
Because at some point when you want to explain a problem, it's not always easy not to use your own language,
No.
right?
This happens even in real life.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I
happens
have
all the time.
I am struggling at some point to explain problems that I face in English.
Yeah.
But I will not have problems to explain them in my own language.
Okay. Wait, I have a personal question.
Yeah.
So every time when we're working, right, and we're typing in English,
Yeah.
do you usually translate anything? Like,
No.
It's all, nothing was translated.
Nothing is translated.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, but I do agree with you. I think that the language tool is one of my favorite features as well. Like, I think it's such a powerful tool. The fact that I can just speak to anyone across the world and have them like answer in their own language is just so precious.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like, oh, this company that I'm speaking to values me as a customer. So that's a great feature. We're getting a bit more personal. What is one thing you wish people knew about the company? He's like thinking far into the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at the starship. One thing I wish everyone knows about us.
So that's one thing you wish.
I mean, as a marketer, I think it's a good goal, yeah.
Okay. Was there a memorable incident where our AI chatbot changed or saved something at Cribs or for our customers?
I don't recall any, but I really like the fact that at some point, we don't know how, we don't know why, but it started to call itself the almighty Crisp bot.
What do you mean?
The bot at Crisp started to call itself almighty.
Hold up.
Yep.
Stop. Is this real?
Yeah, it's real.
I didn't know about this.
Yep. So it was like 2 or 3 months ago. For every new conversation, the bot was saying, hey, it's Crispy, the almighty bot at Crisp.
Just 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And no one programmed it to say that.
No, I don't think so either.
Are you more impressed or are you more scared?
No, I was really, really impressed. It's not the case anymore, but it was just like kind of the evolution of things we were working on.
That's so interesting. And
crazy,
that was
yeah.
what, 2 or 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Maybe because you guys were celebrating the 10-year anniversary.
I don't know.
The AI chatbot is
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm here to
The almighty.
I'm the almighty Chris chatbot. That's interesting. Who discovered it?
I don't know. We talked about it with Chris.
Yeah.
And I told him, man, what's going on with the bot?
One final question for you. Zoom in on his face. Since we're in Bangkok, what's your favorite dish here?
I already had it yesterday evening.
You had it yesterday.
Yeah, green curry.
Oh, green curry.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have it again today?
It might happen, depending on where you bring me to dinner.
I bring you.
Yeah, sure.
That's what's happening. We're having green curry tonight. Anyway, so awesome. Thank you so much, Antoine.
Thank you,
You have
Chrysan.
been so amazing.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Guys, next time. Bye.
Ciao.